Hello and welcome to Nanny Moon's Crochet. My name's Sally, and today I thought I'd just give you a very quick, hopefully it'll be just quick, of a few charity shop finds. When I go find a charity shop, I do always look at the books and then look at what bits and bobs they've got. So these were collected over the last couple of weeks, so I just thought I'd do a quick video to show you what I found. But before that, I'd like to say a massive happy birthday to Leo. Hi Leo, happy 12th birthday. Our grandson Leo is 12 today, St George's Day in England. So the UK, in England it's St George's Day. So big happy birthday Leo. Hope you like your presents and have a lovely day with your friends, and we'll see you soon. So I'm just going to turn the camera around and I'll just show you what I found in 2 or 3 different charity shops. Righty-ho, I think that's done it. Now the first one, it's called Tenivus in the UK, and they've got some buttons, and hope you can give it to. These were £2, and there's quite a big bag of buttons there, all sorts of dark colours. So I like to have a big button tin. That one looks a nice one. Yeah, some nice wooden buttons there. So all of that was £2. I thought that was a good price. Just a little bit to see if that's any better. Oh yeah, that's a bit better. And then this one was £2 also, and these are all lighter colours, some smaller, but there's still some nice ones in there. Oops, that little one keeps getting in the way. That's a nice one there. Look, I just thought sometimes I know I crocheted for my mum a couple of years ago. I crocheted her a pair of like wrist warmers, and because they were plain, I put a couple of buttons up the side. So that's an unusual one. There was another one of those fluted edge ones there. So both of those were £2, so I thought they were a good bargain. Also in the same one, I think these were from, does it say? Oh, these were from the Works originally, and they would have been £3, which is a bargain. You know, it's still a bargain, isn't it, for all of those? But these were £1.50. So for, you know, when I do amigurumis and do the eyes or anything, I sometimes will use this thread. So pick that up. Now the next 3 were from, it's like it's a clearance shop. It's where they do home clearances. So not a charity shop, but it is like they do house clearances and things. So these must have been from someone's library of, must have been some crocheter. So this first one, it's a West Yorkshire Spinners little sort of like a booklet. It's crochet winter warmers, 9 beautiful patterns for you and your family. So we have got, that's just the beginning. It was great fun to work with Crochet Now on this super little winter warmers book. So this probably was it was probably like a little free booklet that you get with Crochet Now. Born and bred from sheep to hook, Hugh Metcalfe takes a trip behind the scenes at West Yorkshire Spinners. So that's quite good in reading. Started reading a bit of that. It's all the different processes. I'd love to go to a mill and see all the wool being made. That's the designer's sketchbook, where they get how they do their sketches and where they get their ideas. Then we've got the Kingfisher hat and cowl. That's 4mm hook, and they're using West Yorkshire Spinners signature 4-ply, 3 balls in Kingfisher and 1 in turmeric. And then there's the cherry jar cabled poncho. That's how she sketched it in her mind, like sketched it, what she had ideas, and that's how it turned out. That's nice. Then we've got the Sweet Shop Poker Blanket, designed by Lena Fedotova. I do like that, that's lovely. That's done in 4-ply as well, and a 3mm hook. Morning Song, the baby set. That's lovely. All these are done in, that's 4mm hook, Air Valley DK. So they're all done in the Yorkshire spinners. And that's the little hat. Girls version only, the baby bonnet. And then, how cute is that? Heather, the lucky sheep. So that's nice. That's done in Air Valley DK, 3mm hook. So that's lovely. And then the Bryony triangular wrap. That's pick and mix stitches, and that's what it looks like. That's really nice. I love that. Bryony triangular wrap. And then I've seen this before somewhere. It's the June shawl neck cardigan. So that looks really warm. It's fully across there and then down. I really like waistcoats like that. And then there's the Crochet Essentials, different stitches, techniques. These are the shades of all the wool that they do, the West Yorkshire Spinners. And that one was £1. And this one was also £1 as well. Easy to Crochet by Jasmine Suter. 50 superb gift ideas for the home. And this was, where does it say the date? Guild Publishing. Just looking for a date. 1990 this one was. It says easy to crochet, it's full of practical tips, ways of easier working, substituting yarn, adding trims, finishing your work in different ways. There's something for every age. So we've got babies and children, home comforts, gifts and bazaars, festivities. Change that so you can perhaps see it a bit better. There we go. And then we've got all the terms, English and American. Lovely little bunnies, especially for, oh no, Easter's gone now, especially for Easter. Sweet Dreams shawl, beautiful shawl. What's that done in? Oh, the Twillies thread. What is this? 4mm crochet hook. Sent to make 261 chain. Oh dear, 261. Then we've got lovely little bibs. The bibs are done in, what are they done in? One ball of Robin Diamante in main colour and a contrast colour. I've heard of that. Fun and games, so these little chicks. Make these single toys to hang in a baby's pram or cot, or sew them all along in a ribbon to make a toy which will amuse the baby for hours. That's quite old-fashioned talking, isn't it? Thread them through with a ribbon, I don't know, will that be safe? And we've got these little a baby ball to crochet. And then we've got this lovely little smart pair. These charming little sweaters are easy to make and wear, eye-catching yet simple. Make them in wool mix or cotton for winter or summer. So with a little pocket. And for home comforts, That look a beautiful little scene. Just take it back a little bit. Oops, ooh. Cushion for comfort. There's cushions. Beautiful lace. That's really intricate. It's a true beauty. It is as well. It's 18 balls of Twillies 20, a 1.25mm crochet hook. Ooh, don't know if that's doable. I'm not sure for me. Lovely napkin rings. A touch of the Irish. Curtain charm. That's pretty. And kitchen capers. We've got dish pot holders. Not pot holders. You put your pots on. Those are nice to hang in the window. Pretty lace. Gorgeous lace. I don't know. I think it'd be a bit too intricate for me. But it looks absolutely gorgeous. And then we've got gifts and bazaars. So little things for... That's better. Move you back a bit. So this is for if you're making for little craft fairs and things. Little beauty. Charming little doll would make a delightful present for an adult friend, delicately crocheted in fine cotton. That is nice. Gorgeous. Then we've got some glasses cases. They're nice. Plain, and one like in the shape of a fish, I think there. Bright pin-ups. Everyone needs a pin cushion, and at some time these delightful designs take very little time to work. Make them as gifts or for bazaars. They'll sell themselves right off the counter. And they're done in Dinky Detroit Decay. Yeah, they're nice little pin cushions. And we've got egg cozies. They're done in just Decay with the 3mm hook. That's nice. Not too... I think I could manage something like that. It's a jug shower. Twillies mercerised cotton number 3. Suppose you could do it a bit thicker. Cozy toes. We've got some little slippers. The length is easily adjusted to fit any size of foot. Enchanted evenings, this bit's called. Let's just trim. Carryalls. We've got some lace edges. And then festivities, some little Christmas. Or little place markers they are. They're done in cotton. I think a lot of these are done in cotton. 2 balls of Coats Anchor mercerised crochet cotton number 20. Just decorations. Those are for the tree, Christmas tree candles. Also done in crochet thread number 20. These are Easter. Showing you this a little bit late for Easter. A sugar basket. It says here, sugar stiffened crochet will go sticky in damp weather. It helps to spray the piece with artist's fixative, or for a permanent finish, brush with a clear glue to remove the sugar. Launder crochet in the usual way in lukewarm suds. Rinse carefully. Those are nice as well. Little bonbon bags. They'd be lovely to make. You could put all sorts, put lavender and things in there. little sweets. So that's that one. Not sure if I'll do anything out of them, but isn't that just a lovely book to just have and look at, you know, in your library. Now this big one, this was also from the not from the charity shop, from the, you know, the shop where they do house clearances, and this one was £1.50, and it was first published in 1976 till 1982. So this is it's a big book. I won't go through absolutely everything, but why I like this one, it shows you, look, the history of crochet. And it starts off saying, nobody can really pinpoint the day or year someone picked up a bone or stick and some yarn and started knotting chains of fabric into what is now known as crochet. It says if you ask a sample of millions of people, they don't really know the history, but it says ancient crochet specimens have been found in Egypt, and it can be presumed that the craft is of an age parallel with knitting, its sister craft. It goes back at least as far as the days of Solomon, around 950 BC, and some biblical historians credit its use even earlier, when the Israelites fled Egypt during the Exodus. They were said to have worked wool this way during their long trek across the Sinai desert. So they've found things that have been crocheted, but I thought that is just so interesting to read all that. Then it's just basic first steps, shaping, because it's quite, you know, old-fashioned. And I think the last one was in UK terms. Pretty pull-on hat. Is it? I think I'm sure it was UK terms. Half treble. Double chain. Double crochet worked into a symbol. Yeah, I'm sure it's UK terms. So it's a lovely little hat. There's lots of nice stitches. Now have the patterns. First simple garments. Smart dress set. They're making a dress, but you never know. Berry, that's nice. Look at that, imagine crocheting all that. What's it done in? You need 13 50-gram balls of Twilly's Starlight in main shade A, and a 3.5mm hook, 3.5 hook, 100 blimey. I know people do their own wedding dresses, don't they? So crochet rounds, circular motifs. I could have looked at that for Lynn's crochet along, couldn't I? Never noticed that. Working in rounds, you can make things like that, or a belt. Working with squares, you can make a big cushion, or I like those. Don't think they suit me, but I like them. Nice big bag from Granny Squares. Square and wheel motifs. They're done in 4-ply. Those are done in 4-ply. Using colour, different colour work. Colour design. Hat of many colours. My sister would wear a hat like that. It's 4-ply again. Lister Lavender, spelled Lavenda. Yeah, my sister she loves hats. I do like that. I really like that. Patchwork jackets. Just how lovely is that? I like it anyway. It's Mahoney Killoween double knitting. So it's double knitting. Reshaping. There is lots in this book. Counterpane in colour. And then there's lace, fillet and lace techniques, trimmings, the big butterfly on a little top, butterfly top with the chart there. I haven't done fillet crochet. That's a smock. Fillet crochet smock. The picture though, the picture's lovely. Open lace work. And nice little bag there, put your market produce in. That's really pretty. Fringed shawl, that's done in 3-ply botany wool. Blimey. 1 number 3 hook. And then fun fur carriage cover, that's done in fur. Oops. Looped braids and edgings. Aran crochet basic stitches. Raised designs. So there is some patterns, but they're quite old fashioned, but it's just nice to see all the different stitches and all the different motifs and things like that. Irish motifs on square. That's a glittering Irish crochet bolero. That's quite pretty for the summer. It's in Wendy Minuit Lurex. Could do it in just cotton for the summer, that'd be nice. So Irish motif cushions. And then all about zigzags, chevrons. That's a crochet dress with chevron skirt. It's funny how they used to do a lot of, you know, dresses and garments and things. Crochet with leather and suede. Ooh. Leather PVC projects. Large circular motifs, they're nice for doilies and things to hang up. Window hangings. Crochet on nets, that's crocheting on net curtain. Crochet on rug canvas. Embroidery on crochet. So it's beaded, put beads. Needlework. Experimental techniques. A woven crochet rug, that's nice. Intersections, and then there's a few edgings, single braids and cords, a headband with a leather trim, edges for linen, so a lot of edges, fringing and things like that, decorative fringing. So that's basically that one. Again, not sure if I'll do anything from it, but I just thought interesting with the history of crochet and things like that. Now this one was from where was this one from? I think it was from the what do you call it? Was it the Red Cross charity shop? And do you know, I think I've had this before. I'm sure I've had this. This big one, by the way, was originally, look, it was £5.99 years ago. And this was £2.99. But I know I've had this one before, but I haven't got it at the moment, so I just thought I'd get it again. 35 vintage vibe crochet projects for your handmade life. So this one, it's just got kitchen, living room, bedroom, bathroom, children's room, out and about. I like seeing all the pictures. The introduction, more introduction, and then the basics. Slip stitches. I think these are UK terms. Yep. All UK terms. And it's showing you how to use a contrast marker when working in the round. If you don't want to use I used to use a stitch marker, but it's showing you how to use a little bit of yarn or adding height, you know, things like that. Tension, fastening off. That's always handy, having those. I haven't done broomstick crochet before, and I know in one of the crochet magazines you had a free, it's like a ruler, only it was rounded, it was flat, and it was rounded at the edges instead of being square, and it was to do this, but I didn't really fancy it, the same as Tunisian. I haven't tried it, so I don't know, but I don't think I'd want to try it, but maybe I will one day and see. I might like it. Tunisian, I just think with all those stitches on, I could knit, you see, so if I was going to do all that, I think I might as well be knitting it. Why I like crochet is because you've got your one stitch. That's why I like it. I like it so much. You've just got the one stitch on your hook at all times. So this is the kitchen. We've got little apple cozies. What do they call them? Oh yeah, apple cozies. To keep your apple fresh. I don't know if it keeps it fresh or keeps it... I don't know. Egg cozies. They're nice. I do like those. You see that they've added a little button there. Look, that's where your little buttons might come in handy. And there's a pot holder. That's nice with the frilly edge. I like that one. The skill level here is number 2, look. So, and then we've got squab cushion with crocheted buttons. Oh, you crochet the buttons there. Oh yeah, that little crochet button in there. Oh, Mr. Page. And then we've got the vintage linen centrepiece. That's nice, and I do like that. That's with crochet thread. Oh, and a 1mm hook. I was going to say I might try that, but not with a 1mm hook. I won't. Could do it a bit bigger, I suppose. That's really nice though, I like that. And then they've got scalloped shelf edging. This little edging along here, look. Finishing off the shelf. Table runner. And a jug cover. That's cotton number 8 and a 1.25 hook. I have got some thread. I think it's a number 10. So I could try that. That wouldn't be so bad. Edging on a tea towel in the living room. What's that? An iPad case. So you're just adding little things on. Little targets. Crochet hook roll. So if you make it, then this is your crochet bit. Then add that on after, and then add that if you want. That's it rolled up. Framed motif. That's nice, or you could add it onto like a hoop. A hoop maybe. Coasters. that's nice. That's number 20 crochet thread and a 1.25 hook. It's all very small hooks. Wave cushion. Pillowcase edging. Bookmark. That's mercerized cotton as well. They're all cotton. Oh, those are cute. Those are nice slippers. They're in Rowan pure cashmere double knitting. 3.5mm hook. It's for a size 6 to 7 foot. European 39 to 40. But you can adapt it just by doing 2 more rows per size. Yeah, they're nice. I like those. Frilly trim. Frilly trim for knickers. That's what it says there. Frilly trim. Oh dear. Oh, it says these really are just a bit of fun. I actually made the knickers myself using my beloved Torner lawn, but the edging can be attached to any shop bought knickers you like, or a camisole or night dress. Oh dear. I don't know. Bathroom, and we've got face cloths. They're always handy and always nice to have for his and for hers. It's what you will need: Debbie, Bliss, Bella. It's cotton, high cotton content. Then you can do towels, little baskets, bathroom storage containers. Line them with fabric. Bud vase collars. These little round. That's what they look like. Children's room. Granny square blanket. That's lovely. Double knitting. And a 2.25 crochet hook. Little pot holders. Yeah, I've definitely had this book before. I remember thinking I didn't do anything from it, but I could do that. Olympia the Bunny. Debbie Bliss Baby Cashmere in white. 3.5 and 3.25 hook. She's nice though, the little Olympia the ballerina. Is that for that? Oh yeah, that's for the little bunny. You do the bunny and then you can do her little dress as well. Out and about. There's little pictures. Oh, I've got a steering wheel. A steering wheel cover. I don't know. Crochet bits you can add to your bag. See, again, my buttons, I could have done something like that and then put a little button in the middle. For some nice ones. Nearly at the end, not too long now. Same thing again, just little circles. You could add your buttons. And this is a snowflake scarf. That's done in Kids Silk Haze, Rowan Kids Silk. And that's the hat, the beret. Then we've got a lacy scarf. That's done in silk lace. Wrist warmers. They're done in dye for yarn, silk lace. Yeah, they're quite. See, that's similar to what I did to my mum ones, like I said. And just for a little, because they were plain, I just put a couple of little. They were handmade buttons. So they finished it off nice. Chunky scarf. Oh, it says chunky, but it's DK. Nice colours. That's the hook conversion chart. And shops I ought to avoid but can't. bread shop. Just different stores there. And then that's it. So that's that one. So I love all the books, and they were, like I said, they were really quite cheap. Just £1. One was 1.50, and then I've got the lovely buttons. So just thought I'd show you all those. Let me just you back up to me. Oh, sorry. Bring you back up to me. Hang on, the phone's popped out the thing. Oh, I might move it any different to that. I might pop it out. So just thought I'd show you those little charity shop finds. So I just like to have them in my library. Just like to have them in my library, just to look at, especially the history of crochet and all the old-fashioned things. They just make you laugh, don't they? They make you smile. So I hope you all have a lovely Wednesday. I'm tilting again. I stand slowly doing that. Hope you have a lovely, lovely Wednesday and a lovely rest of the week. And I'm still in the middle of tidying up my craft room. This half's done. I've just got to do that half. But when that's done, I will do you a little tour around so you can see where I sit and do most of my crochet. So like I said, have a lovely rest of the week, and I'll see you Saturday for Sophie's Saturday. Just going to do some of that this afternoon. So whatever you're doing, whoever you're doing it with, love each other, be kind to each other, and spread joy and happiness wherever you go. Love you all. Bye.